Matthew chapter 5, verses 33 to 37. Again, you have heard that it was said to the people of long ago, do not break your oath, but keep the oath you have made to the Lord. But I tell you, do not swear at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, or by the earth, for it is God's footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. And do not swear by your head, for you cannot make even one hair white or black. Simply let your yes be your yes, and your no be your no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one. Now, the criminal offense of perjury is a serious offense in most countries. You'll see in South Africa, if a president maybe breaks his oath of office, he's said that he must step down. If you go to a criminal court, the first thing they do is to say that you must swear. In some countries, you swear by the Bible and basically commit yourself to tell the truth. But if you lie on oath, it's actually a criminal offense. Now, it's the same in the Old Testament. If you look at Exodus chapter 20, verse 7, which is the third commandment, it is said that you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. And then goes on to say that God will not hold him guiltless, the one who takes his name in vain. And this commandment was actually directed at people who are taking their oath. So if you swear or make an oath by God to say that I am telling the truth, whatever I'm saying, if I'm giving a testimony or if I'm giving my side of the story, maybe in a court, and I swear by God, but actually I'm giving a false testimony, that was an actual serious offense. And so people actually eventually started to replace the name of the Lord and maybe they'd swear by heaven, so that if they are maybe telling a lie, that it won't be as serious as actually lying by God's name. So they would use the name Jerusalem. They'll swear by various things. And you'll see even in our Xhosa and Zulu culture, I know growing up in KZN, people would say Ispambano, they swear by the cross, or will say Izulu, we swear by heaven. And in Xhosa, we also have a word that I don't like to use, where people swear by their mother. So it is something that is very common and was common in the Bible. And Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 4 says, it is better not to make an oath than to make an oath and then not fulfill it. Now, Jesus Christ takes this up a notch by saying, actually, you don't need to swear at all. Let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. In other words, whatever you say, you must do. And whatever you do must be what you say. So you must always give a testimony of what the truth is. In fact, there is a society called the Quakers. It's a Christian society called the Society of Friends. And these Christians have actually built such a reputation that people are said to trust what those people are saying, take them at their word, versus someone who makes an oath. Like that word, that oath is less valuable than just a simple yes from one of those Quakers. And that's what Jesus wants his followers to do. He wants us to be people who are known by telling the truth. If someone who's a Christian says, I am going to do something, whether it's in business, whether it's at work, we must live by our word. We must be bound by our word. Whatever we commit ourselves to do, we must fulfill what we said we're going to do, because this is part of us living a life that is holy, a life that is different from the world. If the world still needs an oath to actually, testify that what they are saying is true, we need the world to actually recognize that when I speak to a Christian, I know if a Christian is saying yes, they're actually telling the truth. If a Christian is saying no, the Christian is probably telling the truth. And so this is one of the ways that we can reveal the truth of God. If God is truth and we are children of God, if God is light and we are children of God, then we are children of light, then we are children of truth. And that means we should always speak the truth or seek to be truthful in everything that we do. We hope you guys have a great weekend.